Yeah, but you should be able to hear each other, right?
Yeah, we can get some leg space. Yeah?
Right, numbers, Northumbria.
Yeah, they haven't got anything to read. They're not sure. They only got their documents.
Oh, you should go there, you should go there.
No, you've got it. Great.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to BUCS Big Wednesday. We're here ready for the Women's Championship Final at the David Ross Sports Village here at the University of Nottingham. My name is Ty Hajat. I'll be your lead commentator today, and I'm here with Russell Levinston from the Leicester Riders Basketball Club here today. We're also going to be following this fixture up with the Men's Championship game. But up first, as mentioned, the Women's Championship game coming up at 4 o'clock. We will see these two teams tip off, and we have University of Durham and Northumbria University here competing today. Two heavyweights in the Women's University game, Mr. Russell Levinston.
So yeah, first of all, a big welcome to everybody, and we're looking forward to a great championship game today here. This sees a repeat of actually last year's game that both myself and Tahir called as well, and it was a great game last year, so hopefully we can see two great teams going at it. We're about to have team intros for both teams, so I'll pass you back to Tahir.
And once again, we're here at the fantastic David Ross Sports Village. So please take a quick look at the University of Nottingham video that we have coming up. So today's game, we will be live at 4 o'clock for the tip-off. We've got team introductions happening right now. Don't forget, ladies and gents, you can check out the live stream of this game via the Basketball England Facebook page. Make sure you check that out as soon as possible. Let's have a little look at the teams today. Teams coming onto the floor for Durham wearing 0 today, Ashley Pegram. Number 2 is Betsy McDonald. Number 7, Casey Filior. Number 13, adopting Monica Bossigi. And number 14, Harriet Ottawell Soulsby. Number 15, Stephanie Schmid. Number 20, Arica Adams, who had a fantastic game last season. And number 24 is Paula Taranakovic. And for Team Northumbria, the number 1 is Lauren Holt. Number 3 and captain is Julia Simeone. Number 4 is Nye McLean. Number 5, Kaylee Van Loo. Number 6, Kalina Axentieva. Number 8, Rachel Bland. Number 9, Kezia Lewis. Number 10, Maya Price. Number 11, Jamie Hill. Number 12, Georgia Orloff. Number 15, Jensen Blassage. And number 21, Cara Bonenberger. The head coach for Team Northumbria is Coach Chris Bunton, assisted today by Jack Honor and Jordan Reb. Head coach of Durham University is Lee Davey. And now we have about 4 minutes 30 to go whilst the teams make their final preparations here going into this Women's Championship final game. And it has been a great road to the Women's Championship final. Some teams have gone a fantastic journey to get here. So Russell, these two teams this season have performed extremely well. They're back at the finals again. What's the key to ensuring that success that you're going to be in a final 2 years in a row?
Well, I think first of all is experience and depth. and both of these teams have that in bucket loads. You've got Durham, who have a lot of international experience with a great British Harriet Utterswell Soulsby player-wise, but we've seen a lot of these players that were in last year's final also in this year's final, and I think that'll be a big play today because they've been here and then they've done it once already before. And then obviously on Team Northumbria side, there's some really experienced players there. Obviously both teams have a lot of players that play in the WBBL, the Women's Professional League here in England, and I think there's also some additional international players also on top of that squad. People like Lauren Holt, an American player there who doesn't play for them WBL wise, but comes in here and adds extra depth to their university team.
So just before we go into further detail there about these two teams, just quickly going to have a quick look at some of today's amazing event sponsors, Kukri and Outgoing. Fantastic partners helping us to make BUCS Big Wednesday possible. But you're tuned in right now, live with myself, Tahir Hajat, and Russell Levingston for the Women's Championship Basketball Final, as we see Durham University taking on Northumbria University. As the starting teams, or should I say the teams, have been announced onto the floor. Let's have a quick look at the starting lineup. Starting for Northumbria is number 1, Lauren Holt, number 3 and captain Julia Simeone, number 5, Kaylee Van Loo, number 15, Jensen Blassard, and number 21, Cara Bonenberger, the starting 5 for Northumbria University. And the University of Durham, or Durham University should I say, number 2 is Betsy McDonald, number 13 is Monica Bossigi, number 14 is Harriet Otterwill Soulsby, wearing 20, Arika Adams, and number 24, Paula Taranakovic. I'm going to get that wrong name a few times today, I feel I understand, but I'm going to try my best and make sure that we do her name justice, and I'm sure she'll let her game do the talking as well, ladies and gents. Exciting game coming up here. Don't forget the stream is live on Facebook via the Basketball England and via the BUCS pages. Make sure you tell your friends and family to join in with us right here on the live stream. Myself, Tahir Hajat, and Russell Levingston in a repeat of last year's championship game as Durham University take on Northumbria University. And last year, Russell, we had some great winners. Talk to us a little bit about last year's fixture.
Yeah, last year's fixture was like a heavyweight boxing match, actually. The women's game was an awesome championship game between these two. Saw both sides playing really great basketball, inside-outside game. But I think one of the things that was really taken away from last year's game was some big three-point shots down the stretch that really gave the championship the win for them, and I'm hoping we'll see the same type of performance today from both teams.
Yeah, definitely, and some big players out there, as you mentioned, a lot of crossover here from the Women's Professional League, the Women's British Basketball League, and the University Championships, not just with these two universities, but with other universities as well. What is the advantage of, very briefly, what is the advantage of having those partnerships with WBBL clubs?
Well, I think the huge thing obviously is recruitment, of trying to recruit the best players. A lot of players at the moment that are playing in the league are also, a lot of them are looking to study, and a lot of our pathway in basketball is alongside education, which is great opportunities for them to further their careers after basketball. So what's great is the fact that they can get a master's or an undergrad whilst playing professional basketball.
Well, we are ready here to go, ladies and gentlemen. BUCS Bigs Wednesday 2019. It's the Women's Basketball Championship Final, and we are ready for the tip. Durham University taking on Northumbria University, and it's Ottawa Salisbury who will go up against Bonenberger for the tip to get this Women's Championship game underway. And we are starting with a Northumbria ball. More recently, joining up as a strong take to the basket, joining up with the Newcastle Eagles program, Northumbria University, and now their women's professional team has a lot of link over with playing at the arena, etc.
Yeah, it's huge for them, both programs, and with the new facility they have up in Newcastle, it's a phenomenal facility that they'll get use of. So it's great.
Nice steal here on the right-hand side now, almost pulls up for the three, but Adams driving to the rack for two to draw first blood. And
a great pass there. And with a nice finish from Adams, who we saw have a great final this time last year, was a key player for Durham.
Three ball, opposite baseline, rebounded now underneath the basket, handed off, up strong for two, tipped away, Simeone on the three-point line. Takes a teammate away, goes with the pass fake, ends up trying to kick it out, but tipped away there. As Monica Bosici gets her hands to the ball.
Just 7 seconds left on this shot clock.
And inbound now. Blasage to inbound the ball. Simeone. Onto a left hand, driving strong, goes all the way this time. Shot clock but the sounds, but they can collect the ball. Eric Adams now with the steal, driving up with the ball fake, up strong, draws the contact. And official Kevin Kinsella will make the call. Foul is called on number 5, Van Loo. 2 shots to come.
Strong move there by Erica Adams to the basket. Already scored the first points of the game already, and she'll now go to the line to shoot 2.
First off the front of the ring.
Erica Adams looks like she's come to make a big impact on this game, as she did last year.
And her guard play is fantastic. You know, she's quick, she's strong, and she commands the floor very well, and defensively really knows how to lead from the front. Here's Simeone now, though, at half court for Northumbria University. Kicks the ball to the left wing, gets it back up top with an in-and-out dribble, looking baseline, looks inside. Nice move from Bonenberger.
Great pass there also from Simeone, finding the big girl right underneath the basket to make an easy 2.
And Bonenberger with the good footwork to get through that gap of the defenders. Ottawa Salisbury now goes for the spin move, hands it off to Taranakovic, and now driving to the basket. Bosici holds onto the ball tightly as the foul is called. The foul is called on number 5, Van Loo. That's her second personal very early on here. Second team foul, 8 minutes 13 here in the first.
That's exactly what you don't want in a championship final. One of your stars to get 2 early fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game.
So substitution now for her, checking into the game. Rachel Blandor check into the game. As Durham will inbound the ball now, drives inside, 2 feet in the paint, nice step through. Couldn't get the finish to go. Betsy McDonald with the offensive opportunity now. Baseline drive, Bonenberger, top of the key. Rebounded. Taranakovic with the rebound. Intercepted. Breaking away, Lauren Holt to the bucket for 2.
Lauren Holt read that play so well. Got the steal, nice finish with the left hand. And we now see a big press from Northumbria.
Starting with the press early on in championship games, really trying to intimidate your opponent, really trying to make them have to think quick and force some errors and turnovers. As Durham now have made their way over the half. Ottawa Salisbury with the body fake onto the right hand, drops that one in.
Really nice play there by Harriet Oswald Salisbury, a British player who played her basketball actually at Charmel College and went across to Lafayette and now is doing a master's program at Durham.
Lauren Holt with the 3-point shot. It's rebounded now by Northumbria University. Now back with captain Simeone. Simeone now kicks it out. Blasage driving, hands from Ottawa Salisbury, pushing forward. Gets it into the guard, McDonald's hands. With the crossover, hands it off inside. Taranakovic with the drop step. Inside hand finish for 2. And it looks like at this moment in time, Durham are going to try and utilize their size in the paint to try and get some good looks.
That was a great move inside. Dropped one shoulder and turned over. A nice finish with the left hand.
Holt. Now long 2 just inside the 3-point line. Rebounded. Bossagy. Long pass ahead. Ottawil Soulsby keeps a balance. Reverse layup for another 2 points.
Great finish there from underneath the basket there for Harriet Ottawil Soulsby.
And now Durham with a 9-4 lead early on in this one. Plenty of time. Simeone. Blassage for 3. MacDonald gets it into Ottawil Soulsby's hand, who's now playing point guard. Euro step. Good stand from Bonenberger. Both plays collided, but a no call both ways.
It's definitely probably not one of the strengths of Harriet Ottawil Soulsby. She has a lot of strengths, but probably running the point and running the play is probably not one of her strengths.
As she's trying to go with the Euro step, you've got to be quick with that move also. Substitutions checking into the game. Pegram now in for Durham University. Holt also heading to the bench for Northumbria University. Checking in for her is number 12, Georgia Ordoff. As we get this underway, back with Durham. Here now, Bossagy. Holds onto possession, finds Ottawil Soulsby, hands it off. Now to Pegram, kicks it back out. Ottawil Soulsby with a pump fake on the 3-point line. Bonenberger gets her hands onto the ball, holds it tightly, and it's an arrow ball pointing in the direction of Durham University. They will get it back. Durham University playing in the white and purple. Northumbria University in black with white stripes. Now, McDonald gets it into play, handed off by Ottawil Soulsby. Behind the back dribble, McDonald pulls up. And a rebound now for Cara Bonenberger. Simeone. Guarded by Pegram. Simeone now kicks to the baseline. In the corner, 3 goes up. Bonenberger, rebound.
Huge rebound there from Bonenberg. Nice finish for 2.
Pegram. Now with Adams. Adams, strong take. That's what we were talking about. With aggression to the basket. Moving the defenders out of the way. Capitalizing on the open lane. She'll draw the contact. 2 shots to come. Substitution now for Durham University. Checking in for McDonald is number 15, Stephanie Schmid. And substitution also for Northumbria University as number 6, Kalina Aksintieva will check into the game. Adams on the line. The first one is good. There's a lot of return players from both teams, and Ottawil Soulsby had a great game last time round. This year for Northumbria, we've also got Bonenberger back in, and it's going to be great to see these two battle against each other. Aksintieva also one of those return players. As almost, in fact, it has been called, backcourt violation, Durham possession.
The press so far is really upsetting Northumbria. And really, it's not only just slowing them down, but also they seem to be making a few errors off of it as well.
Really important to stay organized in those situations, communicate with your teammates, and find the right positions on the floor, right spaces on the floor to pass the ball out of pressure. We're still here at sideline with Durham University, and we look to the corner. Bossagy for 3 from the corner, rebounding underneath the bucket. Rachel Bland with the rebound. Aksintieva gets the ball back. Swings through, nice hands from Adams, tips it away. From a control, intercepted. Bossagy. Nice pass ahead, Pegram now for a first lay-in, and 1. Gets it to go, the bucket is good. The foul is called on number 12.
One thing Durham have been great in this first 5-6 minutes of this first quarter is their transition play. When they get out off a turnover, off a quick rebound, they're getting out really quickly, and you've got to stop them in transition, otherwise they're going to get easy layups like that.
Very difficult to defend those situations. And now Durham are winning the foul. battle, as Northumbria now have 4 team fouls. 0 team fouls for Durham at this moment in time. And I can't say that's because they're not being physical or putting themselves in positions where they may draw contact. I just think it's really good defensive positioning. And there we go, as the foul is called. The first moment and the first mistake made on defense as a foul is called on number 13, Captain Bossagy. And now substitutions checking into the game for Northumbria University. Bland will head to the bench as Blasage will check back into the game. Simeone to inbound. Foul called. Off the ball this time. Foul is called on number 15, Stephanie Schmidt. Commentator's curse. Now 2 fouls in quick succession for Durham University. Inside, Blasage gets it out. Accentiva for 3. Bounces off the back of the ring and rebounded by Schmid. Pegram now. Drives to the right, puts it onto her left. Tries to finish with the inside right hand. Doesn't get it to go. Adams spills possession now. Northumbria University, great bounce pass there from Blasage to find Accentiva. Now Simeone for 3. And a rebound. Doesn't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. Nice pass there. Up strong for 2. And a good play there from Northumbria University as Ordorf will finish for 2.
Northumbria really didn't give up on that play. Offensive rebound, and then they finally got the finish.
Adams now shaking and baking. Adams to the rack with the friendly roll for 2. Shows the muscles off.
What a lovely coast-to-coast play there from Adams. She looks so strong out there right now.
And now, quick turnover from Northumbria University. Durham will get possession back.
If I remember from last year as well, she had a real strong start, very similar. Adams sort of controlled that first quarter for Durham. She started the same way this year too.
So don't forget here, BUCS Big Wednesday. It's the Women's Basketball Championship game here, 2019, as Bossagy goes up for 3 for Durham. Myself, Talia Hajat, here as the lead commentator alongside Russell Levingston, letting you know how things are going down here at the University of Nottingham David Ross Sports Village. Don't forget to tell your friends and family to join in the live stream here by the Basketball England and BUCS pages. The end line possession as we have a Northumbria ball. It's 15-8. Durham in the lead, 2 minutes 47 to go here in the first quarter. And Simeone looks to inbound. Accentiva. Let's go with the 3-point shot. Rebounded now by Pegram. Has some speed as she meets the ball. Kicks it. Adams with the jab. Now Pegram, long 2. Bounces off the front of the ring.
Again, that time I think Northumbria did a lot better in transition, picking up the...
As Ordorf now for 2 points. Brings Northumbria within 5, and the timeout's been called. Head coach Lee Davey wants to talk it over. And it's been a good start to this game. It's very different to the championship game we saw last year. A lot of big threes and big plays being made early on. But both teams looking at and opting to get to the basket and play inside and play in transition early on in this one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think both sides, I think that's the key to the game in this first quarter so far, is solid defense and then trying to get out in transition. Obviously, we've seen Durham get out quite a lot. And I think one of the key players that Northumbria's got to try and find a way to deal with in transition is Adams, because she's finding a way right now to catch the ball and get to the basket really early in this game.
Also, Harriet Otterwill-Soulsby had a quick impact early on in being able to retrieve the ball in the post, go to work in the post and pass out of the post. She's done a good job on facilitating that part of Durham's offense early on. And everything seems to be going through Julia Simeone at this moment in time for Northumbria. She's really dictating play, but slowly and surely, Northumbria University getting back into the game. 15-10, ready to come back in out of the timeout. And Monica Bossagy will get the ball in, and now pressure full court here, man to man from Northumbria University. They're looking to try and trap in the corner. Pegram with it. Shave off a few seconds off the shot clock. Nice hard hedge there. Inside now, Ottawa Soulsby fighting for the rebound. Does get it. Mosaji mid-range. Rebounded this time. Blassard, crossover onto a left, holds the ball high, can't get the finish. Ottawa Soulsby with the rebound.
Real strong rebound there from Ottawa Soulsby, taking the contact and being really patient with the outlet.
Mosaji driving. A strong take onto the left hand. Inside once again, Tanarakovic for 2. Now Simeone. Eurostep, kicks. Pump and drive, mid-range shot, bounces off the back of the ring, tapped away, out of bounds by Price. Price coming from the Ipswich program, and she was phenomenal in Ipswich Academy last season, and I saw her play in that fantastic National League win by the Ipswich women's basketball team. They had a great finals, I think it was the trophy finals game I was hosting. And Mayor Price was a big factor in that.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see British talent choosing other opportunities for them, and this obviously is a great opportunity. She's gone up to Northumbria to study and continue her playing, and I believe she's also on scholarship up there as well. So it's great to see that British talent coming through the WEABL program at Ipswich.
So a foul just called off the ball there. Substitutions now checking into the game. Number 9 for the first time, Kezian Lewis, we'll see come in for Northumbria University. As there's team foul trouble, Taranakovic on the line. She's made the first. The second is good too, and now a 9-point lead here for Durham University. BUCS Big Wednesday Women's Championship Final. Here's Lewis. Looks across now. Holt also back into the game on the right-hand side here. Blassard, nice with a pretty bounce pass, but Lewis was heading towards the baseline, and the angle of the pass was tough. Couldn't collect. Durham University possession. And there has been quite a few careless turnovers here in the first quarter. For Northumbria University. Durham really capitalizing on their turnovers, and if they don't look after the ball, they could be falling behind to a lead, such as a double-digit lead as 11 points as it is now.
Yeah, especially in these championship games. Don't get me wrong, every game's important to look after the ball, but in championship games, you've got to look after the ball, and so far in this first quarter, Team Northumbria really haven't been able to do that.
Pegram gets a hand to the ball now. Durham University with possession. Harry Ottawa Soulsby hands it off. Now back with Pegram. Kicks it to Filio in the corner. Tries to keep it in play, but her foot was on the line, out of bounds. Northumbria possession. 30.4 seconds left on the clock. Here in the first quarter, 21-10 the score. Substitution now for Northumbria University. Simeone checking in for Rachel Bland.
Obviously, key player for Team Northumbria coming back in there, Simeone. And hopefully, I'm sure Coach Chris Bunton's looking for try and get a big score on this last play of the game, quarter.
Strong drive to the basket there. Inside, Holt with the rebound. Turn around, fade away. Very close range, knocks it down. Takes it back down to a single-digit game. Final 10 seconds. Durham University will use the clock on this one. Here's Pegram. Pegram with the crossover now. Shot clock, step back. Almost gets it to go. Rebounded by Price. And that's the end of the first quarter. 21-12. Durham University in the lead. Not a great outside shooting game. From mid-range and from 3, we've not seen any shots go in. But around the rim, it's been great.
We actually haven't seen that many shots be taken either, though, really. Everything so far, I don't know whether both coaches have said that in their pre-game, but both sides have really tried to get inside, attacking the basket. Obviously, we've seen some fouls already in that attacking of the basket. But obviously, a great game. If I remember rightly, we actually this time last year when we had this final, I know we said that a few times already so far, but actually I'm sure Durham took about a 10-point lead early in that first quarter.
And what a game that's set up to be. One of the most historic games in terms of gameplay and the action that occurred on the court on that day in BUCS history. Let's hope we get a repeat of that as the coaches talk it over. Coach Lee David with lots of motivation, encouragement for his girls, lots of clapping and energy in that huddle. And over in Chris Bunton's huddle this moment in time, lots of listening ears as Bunton trying to get across his game plan to the girls, hoping that they can execute what he's trying to achieve a little bit more. Once again, Durham have put on the full court pressure and seen a lot of success. Not a lot of success from Northumbria University's press. And that's purely down to just how they're looking after the ball.
The other interesting thing, though, is it looks like Team Northumbria have already played 9 or 10 players already, so they've really got the rotations in. So I don't know what part of Chris Bunton's plan, I wonder is whether to wear them down, knowing Durham only have 8 players, whether using that number of players is an advantage in this game.
So right back to the action here, second quarter, BUCS Wednesday. It's the Women's Championship as the 3 goes up for Kezia Lewis, rebounded by Holt. Holt inside, up strong, draws the contact now, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots as the foul is called on 0, Ashley Pegram. And that's her first personal, first team foul here in the second quarter. Don't forget today, ladies and gents, at 8 o'clock, I believe, it's the men's championship game as we see if Loughborough University can go for 4 years in a row champions, but they take on phenomenal competition in the form of University of East London, and there's some amazing players coming up in that game, so make sure you check in with myself, Tyre Hadja, and Russell Levingston a little bit later at 8 o'clock for the men's championship game, as well as enjoying the women's championship game that we have here at the David Ross Sports Village at University of Nottingham. 2 shots made by Lauren Holt. And now Durham with possession. Pegram to the corner, gets it back. Pulls up for 2. Rebounded by Holt. Fight for possession, both hands on the ball. And now it's an arrow ball. Durham will get it.
Great hustle plays so far from both teams, though. Every loose ball so far, we've already seen a couple of them jump balls where they're all grabbing onto the ball, and that's what you want to see in these championship finals.
100%. Big games are decided on those moments, loose ball moments. Who's first to every loose ball? Who's the first to every rebound? Who's picking their teammates up on the floor? Those little details definitely count. As now Pegram will get the ball in. Handed off by Ottawil Salisbury. Pegram fires up a 3, rebounded by Holt. Finds the outlet in Simeone. Simeone on the left-hand side of the floor. Calls for the screen from Bonenberger. Bonenberger sets a strong screen, kicks it out now. Kezia Lewis hands it off. Holt on the 3-point line. Now with Simeone. Jabs left, behind the back dribble. Simeone still with possession. Nice bounce pass to Blasage, intercepted there. Running out his options as Bossigi gets to the rack for 2. That was great defense there from Durham, reacting to each one of those moments in the offense. And the patience paid off with a nice interception and a fast break transition as Lewis airballs the 3 there. Foul going.
One thing Team Northumbria have got to do is they've got to stop turning the ball over for an easy layup down the other end for Durham in transition.
They are cheap points to give away. The foul has been called there on number 7, Casey Filior. And substitution now as Filior heads to the bench. Pegram heads to the bench. Arica Adams and Betsy McDonald will check back into the game. Blasage on the line.
And Van Loo comes back in for Team Northumbria on 2 personal fouls as well.
Got to keep an eye on that one. Don't want to be in more foul trouble. It will really harm her utilization throughout the game. And Blasage goes now up for her second free throw, and it's good. 23-16. Adams dribbling right through the press, puts the defender on skates. And an offensive foul has been called on Ottawil Salisbury. But Arica Adams, there's no need to pass out the pressure there. Arica Adams dribbles through the defense, puts the defender on ice. Slippery here at the David Ross Sports Village. And now Blassage for Northumbria University. Onto her right hand. Now into the corner. Simeone uses Bonenberger screen. Flares off the screen. Bonenberger mid-range, long two. And I believe that's the first jump shot we've seen being hit today in this Women's Championship final game. But an important one. 5-point game now for Northumbria University. Otter Will Soulsby, top of the key. Hands it off. Taranakovic now gets it to Bossagy, who gets the 3-point shot off, bounces off the back of the ring. Nice read from Bossagy. She's really reading the game well on defense. Has got a hand to quite a few interceptions and deflections. I would love to have a player like that on my team.
I also really like on Team Northumbria's side what the last play we saw in the game with the two-man game between Simeone and Bromberg. I think that's a key partnership in this game for Team Northumbria to really get back into the game. I think they're really two key players for them.
Foul is called on the baseline as Arica Adams reaches around the defender. Substitutions now checking into the game. Pegram will check into the game alongside number 15, Stephanie Schmid. As they find Bonenberger now off the inbound play. Holt with that fadeaway shot again. Tough defense, can't get it to go. Now here's Ashley Pegram driving to the basket. Ashley Pegram, nice pass. Taranakovic for two.
I don't know if she knew 100% where she was going when she went round in the circle, but she found an open player for a nice two.
And great positioning from Taranakovic as Bonenberger fires up. Another long-range two right from the same spot. That screen and flare action once again.
Real nice pick and pop from her. And like I just said in the game, it's really key for Team Northumbria to get both of them going.
Oh, Arica Adams now. Goes with the crossover in and out. Draws the contact. Gets the bucket. What a swaggy player Arica Adams is. Exciting to watch. Definitely championship worthy.
Yeah, definitely. So far, she's going, I'm gonna try and win this championship for my team. And real nice play, nice crossover, nice finish, taking the contact, and she's gonna go to the line to shoot a bonus shot as well.
Timeout called here on the floor, 27-20. This time round, it's foul trouble for Durham University. 4 early fouls in this quarter. Only 1 foul for Northumbria University. 7-point game, 7 minutes 16 on the clock. And we're seeing some really good basketball here. The shots are starting to fall. Everybody's starting to now kind of find their rhythm in this game. Who do you think is going to come out on top here at halftime as Northumbria start to close the gap?
Well, so far what we've seen is when Team Northumbria set up their offense and run really good offense and get key people in it, they're really hard to stop. I think the key thing for Team Northumbria right now is not to turn the ball over. There's been too many turnovers that meant Durham have been able to get out in transition. Obviously for Durham, Arica Adams at the moment is obviously a key one, but also I really like what Pegram's been able to do to come in, and she's made some real good plays to find some open baskets for Durham as well, for her bigs.
Of course, Taranakovic is up amongst those who's finishing around the ring superbly from Durham University. Arica Adams now with the 3-point play is good to go. And Northumbria University back on the attack with Captain Simeone. Looks to the corner, strong drive and pull up as a foul is called. Kaylee Van Loo. Foul is called on number 2, Betsy McDonald. And that's her first personal. And fifth team foul trouble now for Durham University.
Yeah, and actually if you look at the foul spread at the moment though, as much as there's been a lot of fouls, I think probably nearly every single one of Durham's players right now have 1 personal foul. So they've really spread them fouls as much as a lot of them have been called so far on them, that they spread them around the team well.
Well, Van Loo makes it count. You know, this is going to be Chris Brunton's plan now, surely. You know, let's press, let's put these girls under pressure. But more importantly, let's now try and get this contact. They're in team foul trouble. Let's get to the line. Let's close this gap. Let's get back in control of this game. And here is Durham with possession. Pegram. Gets it across. McDonald now on the left-hand side with the crossover. Step back. McDonald falls a little short. Bounces off the ring. Now transition for Northumbria University in the corner. Van Loo steps out of bounds with a trail leg. And now Durham will get possession back. Once again, a turnover of such a small, as coach would say, a silly little thing, like stepping out of bounds.
The key thing is they played such great defense down this end as well. It's a real shame to then turn the ball over.
Taranakovic inside to Erica Adams, rebounded by Bonenberger. Crossover now onto a left hand. Van Loo. Holt with the rebound. Bonenberger, Simeone. Calls to the screen from Holt. Simeone drives strong and the foul is called once again. Attacking that defense, drawing the contact. 2 shots to come here.
Tell you what, I've been really impressed by Lauren Holt, really attacking that offensive glass. I think she must have at least 3 offensive rebounds already, and I think that's also great for your team to see them hustle plays, especially when the shots aren't going in for your team.
Simeone on the line. Simeone's good, 2 for 2. Now it's a 4-point game, 6 minutes 13 here to go. Adams, fancy handles once again, 3-point shot up, rebounded by Bonenberger. Simeone now gets it to the left-hand side, retrieves the possession once again, calls for the screen from Bonenberger. Nice pass fake onto a left hand. Bobbles off the front of the ring, rebounded by Schmid. Pegram. Schmid. Taranakovic. Schmid still with it. Nice pump fake there. Clock winding down. 8 seconds on the shot clock. McDonald tries to find Taranakovic inside. A little bit out of her reach, which means now end-line possession for Northumbria University.
I think the key so far in this second quarter that we've really seen is the fact that Team Northumbria have stopped turning the ball over, and defensively they've been able to get back and stop any transition. And actually, so far, I think defensively, when Team Northumbria is set, they've caused some real problems for Durham, because Durham have found really hard to get some openings.
And another steal now for Durham University. Pull-up 3, good! Lights out, Monica Bossigi. The captain for Durham University knocks it down.
It's exactly what Durham needed at that point. A huge steal, first of all, to dribble down the court, and a great pull-up.
Simeone now with a bounce pass. Bonenberger. Back to Simeone, and the foul is called. Turning the corner for Blassage. Foul is called on number 15, Schmid. That means another 2 shots for Northumbria University. And substitution now checking into the game. Schmid will head to the bench. Filior will check back into the game.
That's Schmid's second personal foul as well. As Blossenberg makes her first free throw.
Blassage now, second chance. It's good. And now full court pressure once again from Northumbria University. McDonald. McDonald still with possession. Uses Ottawa Soulsby's screen. Mossigi again for 3! And she's feeling it now. Back-to-back threes for the captain. What response has Northumbria got here? Bonenberger off the back of the ring. Pegram with the rebound. Simeone tips off the shoulder. Ottawa Soulsby still keeps it. Bossigi driving now with the spin on the layup. And a foul is called down the other end of the floor. And it's not an offensive foul, so another 2 shots to come for Northumbria University. And without those fouls being committed, you know, Durham University maintain that strong lead that they have.
And also, more importantly, that's also her second personal foul as well. And now the second player on two fouls for Durham. Bonenberg goes to the line to shoot 2.
The first is good. An interesting first half here. Big BUCS Wednesday 2019 Women's Basketball Championships. Bonenberger converts the second substitution as Price will check in for Bonenberger. 4 minutes 14 here left to go in the half. And McDonald will get the ball back into play for Durham University. McDonald commanding the offense. Oh, another big long three for Bossage. If she'd have made that, what a runner form that would have been in this game.
Looks
Blassage.
like she has the license to shoot whenever she wants.
Right now she does. Simeone looking up. Van Loo. Price for 2. Price knocks it down. And a timeout now called by Durham University. Back to a 4-point gap. Coach Lee Davey wants to talk it over.
A really big shot there from British talent, young British talent there for Price. It's really nice to see some young British talent out there in big games like this at Championship Wednesday.
And representing at the highest level of BUCS, of university basketball here. It's a fantastic event, the BUCS Big Wednesday, where all the final sports take place. And I have to say the venue does look amazing here at the University of Nottingham, the David Ross Sports Village. This sports hall facility, for those who haven't been, is incredible. It has 4 full-size basketball courts with a ridiculous amount of runoff, with 2 FIBA-accredited scoreboards on each side and FIBA-accredited shot clocks and baskets and the rest. A phenomenal facility that enhances the student experience. And Nottingham University have had a great year for basketball themselves. Their women's team also coming close. In fact, they were in the final today.
They lost to Bournemouth in the final earlier today. And I think Bournemouth went through the whole season unbeaten, actually. So shout out to them.
Congratulations. So back to the action. As Durham University inbound possession. McDonald. Down low, Ottawil Soulsby. Bossage driving. Rebounded inside by Pegram. Northumbria University with a rebound now. Simeone to the rack for the lay-in for 2. And we have a 2-point game now. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go here in the half. 2-point game. McDonald gets it back. Bossage bounces off the foot of the defender. Simeone, eyes up, looking for the next pass. Aims to go for the mid-range bounce off the back of the ring. Rebounded by Blassage. Onto her left hand. Kicks it out. Van Loo for 3. And a foul is called. Off the ball. Foul is called, offensive foul, called on number 15, Blassage, for a hold. Durham University get it back. Substitution now. Bland will check into the game. And at that moment there, ladies and gents, we were close to a tied game. Important defensive possession now for Northumbria University. Adams has been relatively quiet in this second quarter as a shot goes up and a foul is called. Cheap foul to give away there on the rebound.
And just as you say it, she draws a foul and gets herself to the line.
Commentator's curse for me today is wonderful.
But I must say, we haven't seen Eric Adams that much in the second quarter, as much as we saw in the first. And definitely, I think one of the key things for Durham is to try and find her a lot more on the offensive end, but she can really make things happen. Accentieva
checks into the game. Adams on the line for 2 shots. It's a 2-point lead for Durham University. Don't forget, tell your friends and family to join us here on the live stream via the BUCS pages and the Basketball England pages on Facebook. Also, let us know what your thoughts are of today's game in the comments. Let us know who you're supporting today in this Women's Championship final. Adams knocks it down. And now here's Van Loo. Great defense there from Adams. She's got to get it over. Aksintieva now on the right-hand side. Finds Simeone. Simeone driving. Out of bounds, will stay with Northumbria.
Eight seconds on the shot clock. Northumbria got to run something here. Try and get an open look.
Looks down low, Price. Price, nice fake onto her left. Nice move, couldn't get the finish. McDonald. Adams now, strong take from Adams. Throws it up, makes the most of the contact. And the foul is called on number 6, Aksintieva. Now Adams back on that free throw line.
Erica Adams really forcing her way in there and making a real strong play, drawing the foul. So far, really good free throw shooter as well.
And as she says that, commentators curse Mr. Levingston as she misses that free throw. I don't think we're going to make any more predictions today. And Adams will get the second one to go. Now back to a 5-point gap. Nice quick ball screen there from Price. Aksintieva back with Simeone, sets a screen of her own. Now Price on the 3-point line, finds Bland. Now to Van Loo. Van Loo will let it fly, knocks it down, long 2 from Van Loo.
Really big shot there, that's exactly what Team Northumbria needed. Now see what Durham have to answer back.
Adams, crossover, steps inside, rattles it in. Big players step up to the big moments, and there she is. Simeone calls for the screen from Price. Gets it, kicks it. Aksintieva pumps, drives onto her right hand, floats it up. There's Adams once again with the rebound. Adams kicks it up top. Bossagy inside, tries to go with a hook pass. Can't find Taranakovic. In fact, Harriet Ottawell-Soulsby. So Northumbria come up with it. Nice pass there towards Bland on the baseline. Van Loo driving. Nice floater inside. Friendly roll for 2. 3-point game.
What a game of basketball we have here so far. It's been a great first half of championship basketball.
Adams commanding the offense. Adams sees her gap. Nice handoff from Adams. Dishing dimes. Ottawell-Soulsby cleans it all up.
Adams brings the triple team and a great pass.
Ottawell-Soulsby with the finish, but now here's Price down the other end. No contact on that. Debatable. Adams now other end off the leg of Simeone. Out of bounds. Durham possession. Just when you think Northumbria is going to chip away and get closer, Adams steps up with the plays.
Yeah, I think there's 10 seconds to go left in this second quarter. End line ball for Durham. Let's see what Durham have. Coach Chris Bunton had something to say about that last bit of contact there with Harriet Ottawell-Soulsby.
Got a timeout called. I think it's important as a coach, you know, you've got to remain a constant communication pathway with the referees. Get too upset or angry, you could harm that, or not speak enough, you could harm yourself and your team. I think it's really important to try and get across to the officials what you think you're seeing on the floor.
Yeah, I think 100%. I think one of the things with all good coaches you see is they're really good communicators and they have a good relationship with the officials and understanding when to ask questions, when not to ask questions. And I think that was definitely an opportunity for him to ask why a call wasn't made there and what the call was and why there was a no call.
So far, just to be added is that the officials are doing a great job so far in this game.
Yeah, great job.
Really well, and they're letting the game flow. Although it was a little stop and start early on with those fouls with Northumbria, there were solid forms of contact and just a little bit too much contact for the referees. But now we're seeing the flow of the game really come to fruition. But it's 10.5 seconds remaining.
Interesting that Team Northumbria was one that called the timeout, but it's Durham's inbound ball. Gave Durham an opportunity to Coach Lee David there to write something up and make sure his team know where they need to be for this last shot.
So, let's see what Coach has drawn up. What he drew up wasn't executed. So now Northumbria with it. Clock winding down, 5 seconds. And the foul is called. That means 2 shots. The foul is called on number 13, Captain Monica Bossigi. And that will be her 3rd personal. That's not good for her because she has been a big player for Durham today, and she'll be substituted as Pegram will check into the game.
Definitely. And whatever Chris Bunton said to his team in that timeout worked. Was defensively they were awesome. They shut down every play, got the steal, down in transition, drew the foul, and now go to the line to shoot 2.
Got to capitalize on those 3 opportunities to score the ball. Van Loo misses the first. And now we'll shoot the second. Second will get a nice roll around the rim. In for 1 point. There's a clock. Now we'll wind down. Shot goes up. And at the end of the half, ladies and gents, Durham University 41, Northumbria University 37. An entertaining first half, and Northumbria University winning that second quarter to get back into the game, down by as many as 11 in the first quarter. Chris Bunton restoring confidence in his ladies, now going into the second half. What are you saying in that dressing room at this moment in time if you're Chris Bunton?
I think the key thing that we saw in that second quarter for Team Northumbria was they looked after the ball so much better on the offensive end. No silly turnovers, and that also stopped Durham getting out in transition and getting easy layups as well. So I think that is the key for the second half of this game for Team Northumbria. They have to look after the ball and execute.
I think it is turnovers. Turnovers, and as you said, looking after the ball, turnovers have really cost them. But we can't take anything away from Durham University. The coach has got them playing aggressive, fast-paced basketball, and it's really paying off for them now. And their bigs, their forwards, really having a good impact on the game. Taranakovic, Harriet Ottawil-Soulsby, rebounding, finishing, and their captain, Monica, knocking down 2 huge threes. And, of course, the X factor so far in this game has been Erica Adams, defensively and offensively, aggressive at getting to the rack and putting her body in good enough positions to draw contact, getting her to the line. And she's only missed 1 free throw so far. So now, ladies and gents, we are entering into the halftime break. Don't forget, you can check us out for the second half coming up shortly. Also, at 8 o'clock today, we will be seeing the men's championship game. But a huge thank you to our sponsors today, Kukri and Outgoing. Let's check out what they're all about. Welcome back, ladies and gents, boys and girls. BUCS Big Wednesday. It's the Women's Championship Final 2019, and we are witnessing Durham University take on Team Northumbria, or Northumbria University, here today at the University of Nottingham David Ross Sports Village. It's half time, and the score stands at 41-37. An exciting first half of action, which saw Durham take a strong lead and Northumbria chip away to bring the game to floor. And we're just around 2.5 minutes before we get this game underway. Some interesting stats for you. Myself, Tahir Hadja, is here alongside co-commentator Russell Levinston. And it is Durham who have the lead at this moment in time. 15 points from the X Factor so far in today's game. Arica Adams has started with flames. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block shot. Talking a little bit about the defensive effort that Durham are currently putting in this game to give them the lead. And she's closely followed by 10 points from Paula Taranakovic. And at number 8, 8 points from the captain, Monica Bossigi. And for Northumbria University, Russell, who's kind of leading the way at this moment in time?
So I think what we've seen so far is Bonenberger with 10 points there and 7 rebounds. And I think that one of the things we spoke about during that first half was how Simeone and her, really that two-man game is really, really important to get both of them into the game. And we saw that her really come into the game using that pick and pop to really get that and finishing around the basket. I think the other thing to really look at there is Lauren Holt as well, who has 8 rebounds already. We spoke about her offensive rebounding. She has 5 offensive rebounds already and 6 points. And then Van Loo there with 7 points also for Team Northumbria. One of the things that you spoke about as well in the end of that first quarter was we haven't seen that much three-point shooting, but you see Team Northumbria is 0 from 10 right now.
Wow.
And I think that's got to improve for them in the second half.
100% needs to improve for them if they're going to get any closer in this game. And they are going to shoot the 3. They do have to make them. Incredible shooting percentage for Team Northumbria as well, as they make 13 out of 14, 92% from the free throw line. And team foul trouble for Durham in that last quarter meant that they got there quite often. Also, big on the boards is Harriet Ottawell-Soulsby. She's got 3 block shots and 10 rebounds to go with her 6 points, really commanding the boards against Bonenberger, who is 10 and 7 at this moment in time.
And the other thing we really spoke about in that first half as well was Team Northumbria and making sure they didn't turn the ball over. They had 8 turnovers at the end of the first. They only had 4 in the second, and they've got to keep that down. They can't have more than 3 or 4 turnovers, hopefully, in this second half. And I think that'll be important for them to try and get this victory.
So here we go, ladies and gents. We're ready to get underway now. The BUCS Big Wednesday 2019 Women's Basketball Championships. It is Northumbria University that will get us underway. Here is Van Loo driving to the bucket for 2. A nice head fake to sell the defender that movement. And a nice start there for Northumbria University, 2-point game. Pegram across, Ottawell-Soulsby looks at the 3, hands it off. Pegram, Adams. Adams going to work inside, gets her shooting form underway. And Durham will need that in this second half to keep around and keep in the lead. Simeone now onto the left hand, re-rounded by Ottawell-Soulsby.
Real quick start to this second half from both teams.
Down low, Taranakovic, drop step, nice step through, off the glass and in for 2. Excuse the pun, pivotal footwork. Shot goes up now, Van Loo.
Interesting that the fast-paced game actually I think will suit Durham.
Adams, Euro step. Rebounded by Blassage. Kaylee Van Loo. Cara Bonenberger. Now with Holt. Looks for the screen. The down screen for Van Loo. 2 feet in the paint again for 2. She has this really awkward way of getting to the basket that puts her in a position to float or pull up a short jump shot, and it really works for her. Here's Adams, now onto the right hand. Adams for 2 off the glass. And then you were right, Russell, this is fast-paced now. Both teams going at each other, chipping away. Here's Van Loo again. Now with Holt. Holt pulls the trigger for 3! 0 for 10 now, 1 for 11. Northumbria University finally find the target from behind the arc. Pegram inside, floats it up. Rebounded. Bonenberger slips away. Durham possession, substitution early on for now. Coach Chris Bunton checking into the game is number 12, Georgia Ordorf. And Blassage will head to the bench as Ottawil Soulsby gets the ball in. Taranakovic on the baseline, driving. An offensive foul call, no complaints. Taranakovic heads right home. And is called for the hook as she began her spin move. That's the second personal foul for her. Now Simeone. Simeone with Holt. Holt will hand it off. Holt gets it back with the pump fake. Adams meets her. Bonenberger. Simeone looks to find Holt on the baseline. Adams with a deflection. Will keep it for Durham. Ashley Pegram. Ottawil Soulsby. Another handoff. And here's McDonald with the crossover, quick with it. Floats it inside. Ottawil Soulsby. 2 strong steps. And a finish at the rack for Ottawil Soulsby.
So far, every time Team Northumbria gets to that sort of 3-point mark, 2 or 3-point mark, Durham come back with it. And
Holt bounces off the back of the ring. Here's Pegram now. Adams. Nice pass. Taranakovic. Pegram with the crossover, spin, pull up. Rebounded. Simeone pushes forward. Van Loo on the dime. It's good from the elbow. Van Loo knocks it down.
Been really impressed by her so far. I think that takes her up to 9 points in the game.
And it was early foul trouble for her in the first half, which took her out of the game early. And Northumbria needed this kind of urgency as Taranakovic now shoots the mid-range. No good, rebounded. Ordorf with the rebound. Simeone. Looks up top, Bonenberger. Now back with Van Loo. Looking to score every time she gets it now. Van Loo. Rebounded by Ashley Pegram. Adams. Intercepted, nice hand, Simeone, and sportsmanlike foul called. The play not made for the ball. As this foul called on Adams. And now we'll see 2 and sideline.
It's a tough one. I think it was more a frustration foul for Erica Adams that kind of turned. And the problem is when you have a frustration foul, it looks like it's not a natural move to the basket, and I think that's why the referee then calls that as an unsportsmanlike.
So it's great to see so many people joining us on the live stream. Don't forget, we are live via the BUCS and Basketball England Facebook pages. Make sure you're telling your friends and family to join us. And let us know who you're supporting today in the comments below. Durham or Northumbria, who have you got in this one? Supporters all around the world able to access this BUCS Big Wednesday game. Here's Bonenberger. Bonenberger called for the travel violation, switches a pivot foot. Doesn't put the ball on the floor.
We have a 1-point game, 49-48, 5:38 to play in the third quarter.
And this is exactly how we want championship basketball to be. Close game. Ottawil Soulsby, nice move. Doesn't get it to go. Tough defense from Ordorf, making it work. Simeone, pump fake, drive, nice pass. Ordorf, and 1. Big play from Northumbria University. And now they will take the lead in this game. And will they go up by 2 after the shot, but now timeout called by head coach Lee Davey. He wants to talk it over. Lots of smiles now as the players head towards Chris Bunton's bench. 49-50, 5 minutes 16 left here in the third quarter. One free throw to come now for Ordorf. Georgia Ordorf making a presence known with a big defensive play at the opposite end to come down the opposite and trail. Nice pass from Simeone.
Solid defense in this third quarter so far we've seen from Team Northumbria. They've really got themselves well organised on the defensive end, stopping Durham's transition, and I think really frustrating their offense. And that's actually making it a lot easier for Team Northumbria to really get set on their offense as well by playing some really good team defense. I think that also comes off of Team Northumbria not turning the ball over as well.
They have done a much better job of looking after the ball here in this third quarter, and the scoreboard currently shows it that way. And I think defensively they've stepped up the intensity, trying to force Durham to take tougher shots. Those inside looks aren't as easy to make at this moment in time. Let's see how Durham bounce back from this now. Coach Davey will have his girls ready to go, ready to be resilient, as Ordorf is now here on the line and a chance to complete the three-point play. Knocks it down. And now a 2-point game in favor of Northumbria University. Monica Bossagy gets it across to Schmidt. Pegram back to Schmidt. Schmidt for 3, lights out, pulls the trigger.
Huge three-pointer, exactly what Durham needed.
Big response from Coach Davies' talk. Here's Bonenberger now. Simeone looking for the post. Uses the screen from Ordorf. Simeone. Her kick is knocked away by Taranakovic. Sideline possession now for Northumbria. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 4 minutes 43 here to go in the third quarter. Women's Championship basketball. Simeone kicks it. Bland. Bonenberger to beat the buzzer. And a rebound for Ottawa Salisbury. Now with Durham. Pegram. She'll pull up. Long 2. No good. Rebounded Bonenberger. Rush shot there.
Yeah.
In the lead. Take your time.
There was, I think, like 14, 15 seconds still on the shot clock. Harriet as well, Salisbury, the bigs at the top of the three-point line, and she's pulling up for a quick shot.
No rebounders under the
rebounders.
basket there. And now the shot goes up for Ordorf. Out of bounds. Stays with Northumbria University. Substitution now. Jensen Blasage checking into the game.
Rachel Bland taking a break.
And now a stack. Bonenberger sets the screen for Blasage. Ordorf goes directly to the basket. And Van Loo fades out to the three-point line. Will get it, take a long 2. And now Ashley Pegram bursting with speed. Pegram to the rack. Tough finish. Gets it to go.
Such a great, strong finish there in transition. But again, can't let Durham get out in transition.
Blasage. Ordorf. Bonenberger rises to the top of the three-point line. With the pass fake, Bonenberger goes to the rack. Ordorf rebound and finish again for 2. She's been great coming off the bench here in the third quarter. Valuable contribution to Northumbria's offensive opportunities. Ottawa Salisbury fakes the handoff. Nice pressure from Bonenberger. Travel violation call. Great defense from Cara Bonenberger. Sideline possession, Northumbria ball. Still a 1-point game. And a technical warning given to Taranakovic. Substitution for Northumbria University. Holt and Maya Price will check into the game. And now Kaylee Van Loo. horn set from Northumbria. Van Loo uses her body well. Those broad shoulders really keeps the ball away from the defender. Hangs in the air, off the glass, bank shot.
She really likes that pull-up.
And a nice interception now by Price. Here's Northumbria University pulling forward. Ordorf under the basket again. It's good for 2. Northumbria University now with the 3-point lead. Pegram. Ottawell Soulsby. Durham need a response here. Nice hedge from Price. Recovers to a defender. Monica Bossagy driving Eurostep. The defender gets on the wrong side of her, and that's where the contact is. Bossagy now goes to the line for 2 shots. And substitution as McDonald will check into the game. Very important now for Durham not to freeze on offense, to create off-ball opportunities to get players open, and on the ball also when the ball is in the player, in the right hands of the player that they need to also set some screens.
Also, another thing is Blossage has just gone to 3 personal fouls as well for Team Northumbria, and she's been a key part of this Team Northumbria team.
Second shot is missed, and a rebound now for Van Loo. Van Loo with the hesitation dribble, pulls up again. Van Loo on fire! Kaylee Van Loo for 2.
Van Loo really taking over this game in the 3rd quarter for Team Northumbria.
Inspiring form by her. 3 ball. Nice! Hold that, follow through. Drains it. 1-point game. Captain's response from Durham. Inside Price with the response left hand. Nice trail and finish. This game is really heating up now. 1 minute 40 left to go in the 3rd. 3-point game. 58-61. Ordorf getting a hand to it. McDonald with the crossover. McDonald kicks Taranakovitz to the basket. Ottawell Soulsby looks baseline. McDonald inside. Ottawell Soulsby. A block from Ordorf. And in fact, it won't be classed as a block. It will be classed as both players with their hands on the ball at the same time. Arrow ball. Durham get away with that one. They'll keep possession. Substitution, Blassage, as mentioned on the 3rd personal. Bland will check in. Ottawell Soulsby on the baseline. Cross screen for Taranakovitz. McDonald fires it up to beat the buzzer. No good. Rebound for Bland. Keeps a balance. And now Van Loo back with possession. Van Loo full steam ahead. Van Loo for 2. She has got the hot hand. And now pushes it out to a 5-point gap. 1 minute.
Van Loo has 12 points in this quarter alone, in this 3rd quarter.
And
what
McDonald
a great play.
now getting to the rack. Left hand finish for 2. Back to the pace that we had at the beginning of the start of this quarter. Here's Bland. Holt uses the screen. Pulls up. Long 2. Ordorf, another big rebound. And she has been instrumental to that inside presence here in the 3rd quarter. Rebounding and finishing. Offensive boards. There's her reward. She's going to go to the line now to shoot 2 shots. 37.7 on the clock. Substitution now. Captain Julia Simeone checking into the game. Bland to the bench.
Ordorf makes the first. She's been absolutely superb. Every hustle play in this 3rd quarter, she has won.
And 2 players we really didn't see much of was Ordorf and Van Loo in the 1st half, and they've really turned up now for Northumbria University. Boshley inside, the foul is called, it's on the floor. 1 shot, apologies, a foul is called on number 1, Holt, and it's sideline possession, or end line possession. First personal for Holt. Don't forget, coming up at 8 o'clock today, we see the men's championship game. And that's Loughborough University going for a 4th straight championship as Boshley knocks it down. Long two. Big play from the captain of Durham. 2-point game. Van Loo. Horn set called. Uses Price. Van Loo. Ordorf long two. Good.
The two players we spoke about who have been key in this third quarter really finished off this third quarter for Team Northumbria. It looked like Van Loo was going to make a play, but she didn't. She found her teammate for a long two, and great way to finish it. Team Northumbria lead this game 66-62 at the end of this third quarter. What a great third quarter basketball.
Phenomenal action here at the David Ross Sports Village, University of Nottingham. Big BUCS Wednesday 2019. It's the Women's Championship. Coach Chris Bunton has really made some great adjustments to his team. And in fact, you know what? I'm not going to put it down to his adjustments. I'm going to put it down to his team actually executing, looking after the ball. His team keeping out of foul trouble, ensuring that the players they need to win this game are on the floor and the ball is in their hands, and they're now putting Durham under a lot of pressure. They've won the the past two quarters. Now Durham really need to win this quarter. That's what I would be saying if I was Coach Lee Davey now. Forget about the score. The score is 4-0. We are down by 4. Let's win the quarter. Win the quarter, and we're ready to put ourselves in a better winning position. 19 points so far for Erica Adams, but leading the way for Team Northumbria is 19 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds and a steal. Kaylee Van Loo, 14 points for Ordorf and 5 rebounds to go with that here in the third quarter. Guys, it's really heating up. Let us know who you think's going to win in the comment section below. Tell your friends and family to join us for the final 10 minutes. It's going to be a big one. Big BUCS Wednesday 2019 Women's Championship action.
And I think the real key there again was something we spoke about in the first half. Team Northumbria really looked after the ball. Only 2 turnovers in that quarter. They really controlled the play. And I think that is the key for them. If they can look after the ball, I think they can come out victorious. But there's still a lot of big plays to be made. It'll be interesting to see what Erica Adams comes up with also in this final quarter.
So here we go, ladies and gents. The final 10 minutes here on the Women's Championships final 2019. Simeone to inbound the ball now for Northumbria University. Kaylee Van Loo in possession. Turning the corner. Inside onto the right hand. Lauren Holt with the rebound. And a foul is called.
No. It was a shot clock violation.
Okay.
The shot clock basically wasn't reset to 14. It went to 24. So the referee noticed it. So he's called it back to the side of the play, and it's going to be 14 seconds on the shot clock. Team Northumbria balls.
From Mr. Levingston. Here's Van Loo. Van Loo driving through that gap. Hesitation. Ordorf almost getting the rebound, and Monica Boschli-Nessin knows he's there. And here's Pegram, blocked at the rim by Lauren Holt. Not today. End line possession now for Durham University.
Durham really struggling to score so far. At the end of the third quarter and into this fourth quarter, they've got to find. I think they've got to try and get the ball into Erica Adams' hands a little bit. Here it is.
Here is Adams. Adams versus Holt here. Behind the back. Pull up. Rolls off the other side of the ring. Rebounded by Holt. Simeone now gets it across to Holt. Bounce pass inside. Ordorf under pressure gets another rebound. Ordorf again. Nice footwork from her. And Durham will collect possession now. Pegram. 3 ball. Boschli for 3.
What a huge shot. She just needs to catch the ball anywhere where her feet are set, and she lets it go.
Van Loo looks for a response, gets her own rebound. That 3 will bring Durham within 1 as the captain helps the team. Axentieva turns, faces the basket, hook shot, another rebound. Ordorf bullying the boards. That's 2 back-to-back offensive rebounds, and she cleans it all up. Pegram now gets it back off Ottawall Soulsby. Boschli again for three. Lights
So-
out.
As soon as her feet are set, she's letting it go. And right now, she's making every one of them.
Lets it rip from behind the arc. Back-to-back threes, tied game 68 apiece. Holt, a three of her own. Gets her own rebound. Ordoff, now for two.
Ordoff right now owning the offensive boards for Team Northumbria. Every time a shot goes up from a teammate, she's there to get that rebound and put it back.
Now Durham with possession. Adams with the crossover. Up top, Boschli kicks it out. Pegram, Adams, pump fake. Finds Ottawa Soulsby. Stripped away by Ordoff. What a game she is having. Van Loo, another strong take, and the foul is called. 2 shots to come.
It's a great play from Van Loo in transition that I think to use her body again. We spoke about how well she used her body when she attacks the basket, but she used her body so well, took the contact, and nearly makes the M1.
Questionable substitution now. Bonenberger checking into the game. Ordoff taking a break. Ordoff has been vital to ensuring Northumbria is in the lead.
Van Loo will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
And she makes the first. Takes a tally to 20. And makes the second. 4-point gap once again. McDonald inside. Adams weaving away to the basket. The foul is called. She gets so low as she steps through that gap. It's difficult for defenders to find a position in which they can stand strong and remain in their cylinder.
Yeah, she really saw that little small gap and got through it, drew the foul. She now goes to the line to shoot 2 shots. She looks like she's in a bit of pain there. I know she had a bit of a knee-to-knee action. She's really struggling.
Now Adams on the line. Fires it up. First is good. 7 minutes 30 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Northumbria University taking on Durham University. 2 for 2. Nice crossover for Van Loo. Holt gets away from the full court pressure in the corner. Axentieva for 3. Great box out from McDonald. Boschli. Ottawa Soulsby. Boschli driving baseline. Tries to finish with the inside hand. Out of bounds, Durham possession. Apologies, Northumbria possession. And substitution checking into the game. Jensen Blasharge replaces number 6, Kalina Axentieva. And now ball passed it into play. Van Loo. Simeone. Bonenberger. Inside to Holt. Both players with their hands on it. And that's the spirit we like to see. Fight until the whistle blows. And it is a Durham possession off of that arrow ball. And McDonald will get the ball back into play. 2-point game, 6 minutes 55. McDonald with the crossover. Steps through, McDonald. Bonenberger with a great box out. Takes Ottawa Soulsby out of the paint. And she had really strong numbers, Ottawa Soulsby, in the first half on the rebound again. And defensively, offensively, they've done a great job of boxing her out and commanding the boards for themselves. Northumbria University, as Blasage drives baseline. Boschli.
And just as you say it, she goes and grabs a big defensive rebound
of
for her
course,
team.
but the foul is called on Durham's Boschli, which will be before the rebound. That's her 4th personal for the captain. She's really been an asset to a team offensively so far. And substitution now as Ordoff will check in for Holt.
End line ball for Team Northumbria. Simeone will put it in. Nice pass.
Lassage
Big block there.
from Pegram as Ottawa Salisbury now pushes forward. And now Adams keeps it under control. Adams and one. Arica Adams gets it to go. The basket is good. The foul is called on Captain Simeone. And now one extra shot for Adams to put Durham back into the lead and back in control of this game.
What a game of basketball. Lead change all over the place. Great defensive plays, great finishes around the basket. We've got a great 6 minutes of championship action coming up.
Adams knocks it down. 1 point now for Durham as they're in the lead. Simeone caught in a trap. 8-second violation as the official blows his whistle. Great full court pressure. Durham have the ball on the sideline. Pegram to inbound. 6 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock. Fresh 14 on the shot clock for them.
Huge defensive play there from Durham.
McDonald, and now undoes the hard defensive work as Northumbria University will attain possession after the backcourt violation call. Ball is in the front court. Simeone. Now with Ordorf. Simeone uses Bonenberger screen. Simeone driving, trying to look for the kick. The problem is if you drive to look to kick, the pass isn't always going to be there. Boshley goes up for another one of those big threes but doesn't get it to go. You got to drive to score, and if you have the opportunity to pass, you're more than likely to find it. Ordorf. Bonenberg. To the corner. Van Loo. Big three from Kaylee Van Loo.
And I think she's been quite quiet at the start of this fourth quarter, and then she comes out and hits a big three-pointer.
And a carry violation call there. A little bit too saucy there for Arica Adams with the handles. Gets a hand under the ball. The ball came to rest, and she dribbled it again. Carry violation. Blassage inbounds to Simeone. That was a big three for Northumbria. They were starting to lose momentum, but now they have it back. Arica Adams sticks her legs out there, trying to get over the top of the screen. I was surprised she wasn't called for trying to kick the defender there. Here is McDonald. Pegram, or Adams, should I say, for three. Rebounded by Ordorf. Blassage pushing forward. Gets it to Bland. Bonenberger. Simeone. Bonenberger gets it back, now back with Bland on the left-hand side. Calls for the screen. Bonenberger, clock winding down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Simeone, Bonenberger, long two, and it's good. It's cash, it's money. It's the bucket that they needed to take a little bit more control of this game.
Whenever Team Northumbria need a bucket, that's the way to go. Simeone and Bonenberger, nice pick and pop, great play, real good patience, and a nice finish.
We've seen that work a number of times today. Bonenberger with a threat from that mid-range shooting. Pegram under pressure. Boshley now. Boshley floats it inside. Ottawa Salisbury. Wait to notice the mismatch that Ottawa Salisbury had there. Holds her hands up high and finishes. Blassage. Bonenberger. Bland. Now Ordorf. Ordorf long two. Bonenberger. Durham will end up with possession now. Here's Arica Adams pushing forwards. Adams driving to tie the game. Rebounding. Now under 4 minutes here. Wide open Blassage. Pump fake. It's good. Blassage opens up the 4-point gap now for Northumbria University. This one's going right down to the wire, just like it did last year. Adams pulls up for two, gets her own rebound. Lands, but makes contact on the way down, and I think the official ruling there is that she had already preempted to occupy the space she was landing in before a Northumbria defensive player moved into it.
But Erica Adams right now is demanding the ball, trying to make the plays. I think probably a little bit, she just needs to be a bit more patient and try and find a bit more space. Yeah, because I think right now she's going 1-on-5 a lot, right?
And they've got to this position by playing as a team. It's no time for hero, but well, actually, it's a championship final. We're coming down to the closing minute. It may be the time for hero ball very shortly. Here's Otter Will Soulsby now, passing in from the baseline. Cross screen from McDonald again to try and find Adams. Does find Adams. Up top, McDonald. Otter Will Soulsby rises high for the pick. Looks inside for the roll. Nice hands from Van Loo. Price will collect for Northumbria. Van Loo driving, hesitation, kicks it out. Blassage driving, now pulls up. Blassage, no good. Pegram bursting away with speed. Pegram with the speed. Great stand from Maya Price. Get your position, stand strong. Pegram couldn't get the look she was trying to find, and now Northumbria come up with an important possession substitution. Taranakovic come back into the game as Durham go big. Here's Van Loo. Calls for the screen. In fact, calls Price to collect. Price hands it off to Blassage. Van Loo now finds Blassage, blocked by Pegram. Reads the shot. Adams. She's always on the floor, that girl, Erica Adams, as the foul is called again.
She's great at getting to the basket, using her body and getting contact for fouls.
Foul was called on number 8, Bland. Substitution now, Holt and Simeone checking in for Blassage and Bland.
Adams to put it in for Durham.
Let us know, ladies and gents, who you think are going to be the victors in this game. 2 minutes 20 to go. Otter Will Soulsby back to basket. What a fake from Otter Will Soulsby. A little bit of a dream shake. Now with the hook. Second chance. Gets it to go. Back to that 2-point gap. This is really heating up. Simeone. Price. Van Loo. And nice hands from Monica Boshley. Pegram, long two, ties the game. Substitution now coming into the game. Bonenberger. Just a substitution call. Durham players going to the bench, but Bonenberger checking back into the game. It is tied. 1 minute 49 to go. We're live, we're direct. Big Bucks Wednesday, Women's Basketball Championship 2019. Simeone. Van Loo. Here's Holt for three. Out of bounds. Northumbria possession.
Let's see what Team Northumbria have on this end line play. 1:33 to go, 79-79, this Women's Championship final.
I don't know what the timeout situation here is, but 1 minute 33 to go. Van Loo.
Both coaches are probably going to hold him till the end, I would have thought.
Ordor sets the screen. Van Loo, Holt. Holt fires it up. No good. Durham possession. Here we go. Ashley Pegram. Gets it back. Pegram driving inside. Holt with the rebound. Simeone. Simeone ball fake. Bonenberger is good for two. Referee holding the play.
some time run off the clock. I think a few seconds. It carried on. The clock's meant to stop every time the ball goes in the basket. It's meant to stop.
In these final 2 minutes, we are looking for that clock to stop. Slight table official error. They are all human, of course. And now we have just around 1 minute to go in the women's finals. Myself, Ty Hadja, and Russell Levingston bringing you the commentary for this game. Don't forget, ladies and gents, coming up at 8 p.m. we see the men's basketball championship game. Loughborough University going for a 4th straight championship. They take on great competitors in the form of University of East London. I am looking forward to that game. It is going to be phenomenal. If this game is anything to go by, you can expect a huge game coming up a little bit later on at 8 o'clock. Don't forget to stay tuned on the live streams, Basketball England and the BUCS live streams, keeping you up to date all around the world with the latest in those games. So slight break in play as the referees adjusted the score. Durham possession. Here is Monica Boshley. She'll pull up for 3. Goes for the big shot. Didn't need a big 3.
No. Now.
Just needed an easy bucket, a stop and a make.
Still a lot of time to go in this ball game, though. As Van Loo slows it down for Northumbria. 2-point game, less than 40 seconds to play.
Shot clock winding down. 7 seconds on it. Bonenberger off her shins. Van Loo throws it up. The foul is called. Foul is called on Taranakovic. 2 shots now for Van Loo. Chance to put Northumbria 2 baskets away. Referees just having a quick conversation.
I think it was interesting because Van Loo was actually on the floor as she got the shot off and fouled. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Van Loo, friendly roll on the first. 3-point gap, 32.4 seconds to go. Van Loo again. Gets it to go, 4-point gap, timeout call by Coach Lee Davey. He's gonna want to talk it over and draw up something special right here. Now, coaching options. The options you have. Go for a 2, a quick 2, get a stop, or go for the big 3, get a stop, and try and win the game.
I think the first thing is, as a coach, you've got 2 options right now. You've got to advance the ball with 32 seconds to go. You've got to advance the ball, which gives you 14 seconds.
Got to get a quick shot.
And I think you've got to get a quick shot. So you've got to get a good look, but a quick one, whether that's to the basket or if you're open and your feet are set, you let it go. Whatever happens, though, you've got to get a quick shot off. You've got to make sure your offensive rebound, just in case it doesn't go in. But there's a lot of time to play. 32 seconds, still a number of plays in this game. I think the key for Durham, I think, is probably trying to get the ball. Something like Erica Adams coming off a screen, going downhill, attacking the basket. And that's whether to draw the foul or to get the 2, I think is the key thing here.
So let's see what coach has drawn up. Let's see what position he puts his players in to try and win the game. Adams is on the circle. And, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Fakes for the ball. Adams, screen from Harriet Otterwell-Soulsby. Uh-oh, Adams is under pressure here. Adams tries to fire it up, forces it. Otterwell-Soulsby, and the foul is called. Team foul trouble, which means Otterwell-Soulsby is going to go to the line. I think that was a little bit forced. Erica Adams moved the ball.
Definitely either move the ball, or she could have easily just taken 2 dribbles and gone to the basket. I don't know why she's dribbling backwards to try and take the 3, because her team didn't need that. They needed a quick score.
Otterwell-Soulsby. 2 important free throws. The first one rolls out. That is heart-wrenching. and stomach churning as a player in these situations. Close game, 22.1 seconds, 4-point game. She needs this. Big free throw now for Durham. Makes it. Timeout by Coach Chris Bunton. He's going to talk about now a great stall play.
So the question I have for you, obviously as an up-and-coming coach as well, Coach T, what do you do here? 22 seconds to go. Do you advance the ball and have 14 seconds, or do you leave it in a backcourt and have 24 seconds?
Always, well, only going to be 22.1 seconds, but in the backcourt now. We need to kill the clock, kill the time. Essentially, Durham have still got one foul to give, so they're going to foul quickly to try and get themselves into the team foul trouble. Then you'll get the ball back again. Try and get it in again, same thing. They're going to foul, you're going to go to the line. I'm guessing now what Coach Lee Davies is going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 players on the floor who can make free throws in this moment in time. Make free throws and look after the ball. That is going to be the objective of this final 22.1 second, because they make 2 free throws. It's a 5-point game, and I'm going to play tough defense and possibly even sag off a little to let them take their shot. Because if they get a quick 2 or a 3, you know, I'm going to have the ball back in my possession. They're going to foul again.
So they have advanced the ball. So there is only 14 seconds. So whatever happens now. So now, what do you do as Durham? Because me, I think I'm going to try and play it out. I'm going to play hard defense and I've got 8 seconds to try and go get my free off.
I think they're going to really make it tough to get the ball in, first and foremost. I do think they're going to foul quickly when it comes in. Stays with Northumbria, 21.2 on the clock. The ball did come in, but bounces right off. They run the same, or they've changed the inbound play, going for the box. Bonenberger sets a screen, gets it now, vital seconds. Simeone getting away here. Now here's Van Loo. Van Loo is called for the Van Loo goes to the basket, pulls a shot off. The foul is called on number 13, 5th and final foul for a big player. Captain Monica Boshley hit some huge threes in this game to keep Durham hanging around, is now fouled out. And now it is a sideline or end line possession. Team foul trouble now for Durham. Next time they foul, Northumbria go to the line. Bonenberger works to get open. Orndorff, and there's the foul to stop the clock. 2 shots to come. Orndorff on the line. She must make these free throws. You miss these free throws, you put yourself at risk of allowing Durham to get their foot in between the door.
But you make these free throws, and it's pretty hard for Durham to come back from it.
And then misses the first.
Misses the first.
Here we go, ladies and gents. A lot coming onto this. Orndorff, who has been fantastic for Northumbria, misses the second. Out of bounds. Northumbria possession. Ottawilsomi just slips away from her hands and couldn't collect it in time before it went out of bounds. Tough defense required from Durham. Inside Orndorff, and the foul is called again, and she will fortunately get another chance at shooting the ball. She must make these free throws now. 10.7 seconds on the clock. BUCS Big Wednesday Women's Championships 2019. Misses the first again this time.
Durham have to make sure they box out and grab that ball this time if she does miss it.
Composure, the key word here. She looks composed. And a great box out. The foul is called on number 14, Ottawilsomi, getting a little tangled up there in the post on the rebound. Unhook your arms in that situation. She's got the hook. She thinks it's going to go her way. Unhook your arms. You boxed out.
And the team had the ball. With 10 seconds to go, the team had the ball.
Now Bonenberger on the line. Bonenberger misses the first. How many chances are Northumbria going to get to close out this game? Northumbria now with another chance. Bonenberger, 9.8 seconds remaining. Makes the second, 9.8. Timeout call now. Coach Lee Davey, got to draw up some magic. You need a 3.
No, you got to attack the basket. You just got to attack the basket. No, just you got to attack the basket, and then unless someone is wide open, you just got to get to the basket, I think, and then make sure you're ready to foul straight away as soon as that ball comes in. They've missed free throws so far. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds, a long way to go still.
Make it, well, you get to the basket, you draw the foul, you get to the line. They're both teams in team foul trouble. Yes, you'll get your 2 shots. Got to make those 2 shots and be ready to react here. In this team talk, you can't be talking about, all right, getting to the basket, making 2 shots. What happens after that happens? What defense are we going to play? Are we pressing? Are we fouling?
Fouling
what are we doing?
away.
You know? So
you have to. 9 seconds to go. Right now, as soon as you make that score, you've got to foul straight away. Whether it's a 3 or a 2, doesn't matter. You've got to foul. Send them to the line. As we've seen already, they've missed 5 out of their last 6 free throws. This game should be over already. The fact that Team Durham is still in this game gives them an opportunity.
Let's see what coach has drawn up. This is where they earn their keep. This is where they make their money. The coaches. Lee Davey. We're set up here. Ottawil Soulsby on the elbow. Pegram on the elbow. Top of the 3-point line is Schmid. Schmid goes away. McDonald. Ottawil Soulsby. And there is Erica Edwards. Doesn't get it to go. A fight for possession. Arrow ball. Arrow ball. It was the right look.
Yeah.
She's taken one of the 3-point shot all game and she didn't make it.
It's a tough one. Who else on the team right now? The only other 3-point threat you've got is fouled out the game.
Fouled out the game. And the foul is called there now. 1.1 on the clock. And it looks like this game is over unless something magical happens here. Northumbria with plenty opportunities to close out this game. Didn't do so. Came down to that play there for Durham. They were unable to get the shot that they wanted. And now, 5-point gap for Northumbria University. Captain Simeone on the line, closing out the game for her team. And there it is, the 6-point gap, 1.1 seconds. Ball goes in. Ladies and gents, your 2019 champions, Northumbria University. The players run onto the court. They crowd one another, embrace one another. These moments are only once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime, 3 times in a lifetime if you're attending university. And now these ladies have achieved it. They've taken home the trophy. What a great game. A strong start from Durham, but Northumbria battled all the way back. Congratulations to Chris Bunton. Congratulations to his coaching staff and his players. Great game from them. Commiserations to Lee Davey and his girls. Only here with 8 players on their team. They battled all the way through, showed great heart, spirit, determination. Couldn't get the game over the edge. Big play after big play. Northumbria came fighting back. Ladies and gents, your 2019 champions, Northumbria University.
And let's quickly talk about one individual in particular, and that was Team Northumbria's Van Loo. She is phenomenal in the second half. If they, in big games, you need players to step up, and sometimes players maybe that haven't stepped up all the time or whatever else. But I tell you what, the second half of this game, she was phenomenal. And I suppose, obviously, when they're about to do the presentations and talking about MVP, I can't really see maybe who else they could potentially give it to. I think Simeone also had a good game. Yeah. She controlled the play really well for Team Northumbria. Bonenberger, another one for Team Northumbria. And the other one we spoke about in the second half, who was absolutely brilliant, was Ordorf, who ended up controlling the offensive boards for Team Northumbria. Gave them loads of second chance opportunities. I think probably end up with double figures in points and double figures in rebounds. I think there should be still some honorary mentions as well for today's runners-up as well. But Erica Adams, started off and played a phenomenal. I think she really wore down though, and I think the depth of Team Northumbria in the end, you could see she started to force it a little bit and she was tired, but she did have an absolutely brilliant game. And also Harriet Utwell-Soulsby, who ended up with 15 plus rebounds in the game as well.
Don't forget their captain fouled out of the game. Bosley, she was a phenomenal player. She got herself into great positions. She made some great screens off the ball as well to create opportunities for her teammates. And she effectively, with 4 big threes in the game, kept her team hanging around. In the game before this, it was the University of Worcester taking on Queen's Mary's University from Scotland, and the MVP was given to a player from the losing team, Queen Mary.
Yeah.
So, that's not completely out of the question. You don't have to win these games to be the MVP, but more often than not, we do find the MVP in the winning teams. I would like to say that Ordorf really came in. Between Ordorf and Van Loo, those 2 players came in the second half and made a complete difference.
Yeah.
They swung the game completely in favour of Northumbria. They changed the opportunities that they're on the boards, etc. So, from there, I think...
And the other one to mention as well on Team Northumbria, who I thought had a great game, was also Lauren Holt. She started off really strong for them, had offensive rebounded really, really well. Just around about a double-double in stats for points and rebounds. And I think she was key, because if you look at Samione, Bromberg and Holt in the first half were key, and then obviously Van Loo and Ordorf really came through in the second half for Team Northumbria.
So the officials just attaining their awards now. Big thanks to the officials, without whom we wouldn't have today's possible. Table officials, statisticians here today. And we're just getting the announcer to deliver the runners-up medals to Durham University. Ashley Pegram. She had a strong game, controlled the ball well at times. McDonald also made some nice moves to the basket. Got a bit of a killer cress over. And there she is. Monica Bosley collects her runners-up medal, the captain of Durham University. Phenomenal game for her. Did a brilliant job. Harriet Utwell-Soulsby. Schmid came in, played a role at times, and there she is, Erica Adams, walking with a disheartened body language. She's a big player. Big players want to win games, and unfortunately she's unable to get a team over the line today. Tara Nakovitz had a great game as well, the big from Durham University. But now, ladies and gents, the champions being announced as they make their way onto the floor. One by one on their roster. Number 1, Lauren Holt. Number 3, captain Julia Simeone. Number 4, Nye McLean. Number 5, Kaylee Van Loo, one of the favorites for the MVP. Number 6, Kalina Axentieva. Number 8, Rachel Bland. Number 9, Kezia Lewis. Number 10, former Ipswich forward Maya Price. Number 11, Jamie Hill. Number 12, game changer Georgia Ordorf. At number 50, Jensen Blassage. And number 21, Cara Bonenberger, the roster for Team Northumbria. Championship winning team. Their head coach, Chris Bunton. Assistant coaches, Jack Honor and Jordan Webb. So there they are, ladies and gents, lifting their trophy. As we get ready now to announce the MVP. With 26 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, Kaylee Van Loo. There she is, she deserves it. Without a doubt, 26 points.
Great performance from her, and she had a quiet first half, to be honest.
75% of those points were in the second half.
Yeah, second half, she took over the game and she fully deserved MVP performance. Congratulations to her and her team.
So that's it, folks. Our women's champions this year, Northumbria University. Congratulations to the girls, and congratulations to Durham University for making it this far, the runners-up for this year's competition. Ladies and gents, your MVP, Kaylee Van Loo. So that's it from myself, Tahir Hajia, and Russell Leveson. You can catch us back here, 8 p.m. Is history going to be made? Loughborough University going up for their 4th straight BUCS championships. But there is a certain London team trying to take it away from them. It's the University of East London. So make sure you join us live, direct, Basketball England and BUCS on the live stream. I've been Tahir Hajat.
I'm in Russell Livingston.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.